So be dude, it's your boy Garret, barking on the reaction on 1090J, man. Let's get into it, man. Tory Lanez situation, man. Yeah, he gets stabbed 14 times, bro. Let's see what 1090J get to say, man. That's sad, bro. All my prayers go to Tory Lanez before I react to this video, man. Shout out Tory Lanez. And I'm praying for you, brother, to get better, man. This is sad, bro. And they know they shouldn't have them monks, regular people, better do this, a celebrity, bro. Come on, bro. You know you got a lot of racist people, bro. And the person they show, he's a Mexican. Try to
housing unit, otherwise known as the SHU. A disciplinary confinement reserved for the prison's most violent, whose only escape from a cell is a human dog cage.
Damn.
It was 7:20 in the morning when 32-year-old Daystar Peterson, who's more commonly known as the rapper Tory Lanez, was violently attacked.
Wow.
TMZ would originally report multiple sources, including a corrections officer, claimed Tory was on the prison yard. But an updated report from a representative of the California Department of Corrections would clarify Tory was attacked within a housing unit. Prison staff rushed into the unit administering first aid while quickly determining Tory suffered life-threatening injuries, forcing them to call 911. Video would emerge of who's believed to be Tory Lanez landing in a life flight helicopter at Kern Medical Center in Bakersfield, California.
All prayers go to Tory Lanez, man.
With that distance,
this is
the
sad, bro.
helicopter was the only form of transportation able to move him fast enough to save his life. A message to Tory Lanez's Instagram account would state he'd been stabbed 14 times, 7 wounds to his back, 4 to his torso, 2 to the back of his head,
God,
and 1 to the left side of his face. Both of his lungs collapsed, and he had to be placed on a breathing apparatus.
Damn,
Luckily,
bro.
Tory was breathing on his own, and despite the pain, was talking normally, in good spirits, and deeply thankful to God that he is pulling through. He also wanted to thank everyone for their continued prayers and support. Based on his wounds, it can be assumed Tory was attacked from behind, as the majority of his wounds struck his back and behind his head.
Damn.
Initially, no word was released as to who did it, leaving room for speculation. Because this took place in California, the only time someone is stabbed and it doesn't result in a race riot is if they are stabbed by their own race. But that isn't the case here. Compton rapper Spider Loeb would post a conversation with a current inmate at Tehachapi. The man would claim Tory was on a tier full of Mexicans when a Mexican stabbed Tory. He confirmed Tory had to be airlifted from the prison.
A Mexican?
Was placed on lockdown.
Oh my God.
As soon as the lockdown is lifted, the blacks will be seeking revenge on the Mexicans.
What's Gucci?
What's cracking?
What it do, Five?
Shit, nothing much for you. Hey, this morning, brother, the Mexican out of bust on the boy Tory. You know, they airlifted him and all that, so you know, nah, that's gonna respond. When we come off this shit, we're gonna respond the right way to that.
They let the yard down?
That nigga said when they get off lockdown, we gonna respond.
What was it over?
Damn, them niggas get war in the jail and all. God damn.
Nah, nothing like that. Shit, we don't even really know, we don't even know the whole situation, you know?
So it was just
That's
like
crazy.
So it's finna be up.
Yeah, it is. For sure, it's a foul play.
Damn,
That's sad, bro.
Wasn't nobody right there with him? Wasn't nobody right there with him?
I was seeing nobody would have been there. If someone been with Dad, I wouldn't have happened like that.
He on a whole tier full of mix.
Oh my gosh.
I'm already knowing. God.
I want to see they do it.
Tehachapi has a known reputation for being SMY, otherwise known as a special needs yard. These yards are known to house gang dropouts, snitches, sex offenders, and anyone else whose life is threatened by being in general population. But California has also recently implemented 50-50 yards, half general population, half SMY, to integrate the two prison societies. This goes against strict prison gang politics, mainly for the Mexicans and whites who are allegedly forced to attack any rival or SNY inmate to essentially remove themselves from the yard until they are placed back in general population amongst the quote-unquote honorable convicts.
So the block and the Mexican mix, they know that ain't gonna work, though.
And SNY yards can be just as dangerous, if not worse, as the gang politics that keep things in line go out the window and violence becomes rampant. It's unclear if Tory was in fact SNY, as that comes with its own bad reputation within prison, but it's likely Tory was placed on the 50-50 yard, and his politics didn't require him to remove himself. Now, Tory's attacker would be identified as 42-year-old Santino Casio, a man with a dark violent history.
Look at him.
On June 8, 2022, a then 20-year-old Santino, who went by the name Sonny, was heard arguing with his 13-year-old girlfriend. Minutes later, she was shot in the face with a shotgun. Santino would go on the run for 2 weeks before being arrested. His own family would testify against him in court, how they heard the argument before the blast. The coroner would testify the barrel must have been 4 inches away from the girl's face before it went.
Damn, bro. This the dude who did it to Tory Lanez, bro. I hope they deal with him. But our prayers go to Tory Lanez, man. It's your boy, Garret, man. I'm out. Peace.